Welcome to Burning Down the Far Hill, the Week 11 edition. In the background is my Super Star Wars Marathon still in full swing here. If you remember from last week, I started episode 1. I am now into season 4 of the Clone Wars series, which is between episodes 2 and 3 for the people that don't know. Yeah, so that's going in the background, so you're gonna have to hear it because I gotta keep ripping through this thing. So season 4. But yes, we're getting closer to the playoffs. I will have some updated standings. Actually, a pretty solid updating standings. I actually looked at tiebreakers and such. But otherwise, let's recap what happened last week. As soon as I stop coughing. All right, Retribution of an RTR gets the win over Bitchmaker Redo. I finally get one over Mark after he's come back to the league. 156-108, Alvin Kamara 36 points for me. Get me back into the winning streak column. Fake News defeats Bad Dog 131-129. John Brown 51 points for Jer. He might be out of it, but he's not going out without a fight. He's screwing up people's lives at the moment. Steel Curtain defeats Imperial Empire. The Imperi Empire. I'm sorry. 229-176 to kind of take Jim down a peg. Calvin Ridley, 43 points for Roger. El Resistencia defeats Irish Cop, 183-125. Christian McCaffrey, 44 points for Garen. The Sinister Guy from the Internet defeats Davis Dynasty, 162-57. Mark Ingram, 28 points for Thomas. And Fat Bastard defeats John Boy, 109-103. Devontae Parker, 35 points in Hauser's cursing Patrick Mahomes' worst outing as a starter for the entire game. All right, so pick'em winner is Roger this week, 96 points. Congratulations to him. Survivor pool, Roger went and lost the last. He must have found a silly matchup. Lost. He still wins the overall thing, so Survivor pool is officially done for the season. Look at the Mark watch. He's got the number 3 kicker in Mike Milford Gay. I don't know what his first name is. It starts with an M. He's number 3, and Josh Lambo's 8, and Carolina Panthers are number 9 in the defensive rank. So we're still tracking that. All right, so let's give you some seedings before I get into next week's matchups. I did not put my records there, but so our number 1 seed is Jim. Jim is sitting at 8-3. I'm gonna write this down while I do this for the matchups because I should have did that before. But I know Jim is 8-3. Where the hell is Jim playing next week? There you are. All right, so the next group is the 7-4 group, and that is Garen, John Hansen, and Thomas. So I'm going to write these down. There's Garen, 7-4. John is 7-4, and Thomas is 7-4. Now, with do the tiebreakers. Garen, I think, Garen's ahead of somebody in the division. No, you guys are all in the Away Boys division, so it's really simple. Garen's leading the Away Boys. John second, and Thomas is third. All 3 of you guys are the thing. So that's seeds 2, 3, and 4. It's Garen, John, and Thomas in that order because division likes to settle things for me. The 6-5 group is John Hauser leading the division currently down in the Outlanders. Myself and Roger. John beat Roger head-to-head, so actually John and myself have beaten Roger head-to-head. That's why we're both ahead of Roger, and John's obviously ahead of me because he swept the season with me. So that's that easy. So that's John 5 seed, I'm the 6 seed, and Roger's on the outside looking in. Down below at the 5 and 6 group. Hold on, I gotta finish doing this. John is so that's a 6 and 5, and then we go me 6 and 5, and then we go who else? Roger, Steel Curtain. Where are you? 6 and 5. Then the 5 and 6 group is Mark and Chris. Mark's ahead of Chris in the division standing, so that's our 5 and 6 crew. And Mark, where are you? There you are. So then 4 and there's it 4 and is it 5 and 6? 4 and 7 is Larry, Jer, and no, there's some. I just know Larry's the 10 seed, Jer's is 11, and JJ is 12. I think you guys might all be 3 and something. So yeah, there's that. I forget what Neil's records are. So that's looking at the seedings. So Jim is 1, Garen 2, John Hanson 3, Thomas 4, John Hauser 5, I'm 6, and there's your 6 playoff teams as of this moment. Jim is the only team to clinch anything, and he has clinched the Homeboys division. He has not clinched any kind of bye yet. So because anybody could be the top 2 seeds, so you got to be the top 2 seeds. So we got 2 weeks left in the regular season, guys. So here we go for Week 12's matchups. Retribution and RTR 6 and 5 is versus, I believe, 3 and whatever that number is, 8, 3 and 8. Fake news. I lead the series 17-14. 5 and 6 Fat Bastards at the 6 and 5 Steel Curtain. Important match there. The series is tied at 10 between Roger and Chris. We've got 6 and 5 John Boy Special People versus the 7 and 4 El Resistencia. John leads the series 8-6. There's a big, that's a playoff seeding matchup. So that's what, 2 versus 5 right now. We got 5 and 6 Bitchmaker versus the 7 and 4 Sinister Guy from the Internet. Mark, if you want to make the playoffs, you best be winning that game. Thomas leads the series 1-0. And Irish Cop 7 and 4 is versus the I think 4 and 7 Bad Dog. John leads the series 12-8. John needs to get that one to keep moving on. And Davis Dynasty is versus the 8 and 3 Imperi Empire 8 and 3. JJ leads the series 10-2, which was surprising when I wrote that down. So that's all we got to do for the Far Hill. Trading deadline is come and gone. Good luck on the waiver wire. We will move forward. We'll have hopefully a little bit more solidified playoff positioning going into the final week of the regular season. Until then, Super Star Wars thing. I'm missing pieces of it, but I'm out.